Hello, fellow Bazarians. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Dually. Let's jump right on into it, shall we? Alrighty. Shall we start off with weapons, or shall we start off with friend? Honestly, I've been doing a lot of friend on the channel lately to start us off. Let's go Isla today.
This leg. Oof. Nufo teaches stillness.
I'll take a couple of these guys. And maybe I'll go tech today.
I fight alongside you.
That said, I did just spend a lot of money. Let's go ahead and grab 3 loot items here today. Yeah, that sells for the same amount, buffs the same amount. That should be just fine. Uzi is going to be the most impactful of those 3 items to upgrade with that damage for right now, at least. And I think Pyro is going to be the best option here for us, just because we have the rocket launcher. Wouldn't mind getting a lighter either. Could persuade me to go tools or burn core instead. These 2 items would be pretty good together. And we did get it. Right, we don't have a friend. We passed up on that Hamlet on hour 1. So let's go with a medium items. I think I will buy a SATCOM. It doesn't pay itself off until we upgrade it to silver, but this should help out a little bit. And immolating sparks just fine too.
I'm impressed.
The question here is, what else do we put on the board with these items? And I think Curio might have the answer to that. That said, Arc Blaster could go too, so we might actually need 2 items. I'm still gonna look at Curio instead of the other 2. Yeah, this seems to be the correct choice here. Let's go ahead and sell both of these. We will go ahead and grab Chimeric Egg first to sell. We might end up transforming that later, but I do want to buy this, and I'm going to buff up the lighter for now as well. 4 times 3 is 12 every 8, and we've got 9 every 9 here. Or it could be 15 every 9 here. So this is a little bit stronger, I guess. We could also put the restorative jellyfish on the board and just sell the salamander pup now. We'd have $2 more to play around with. We could use the poison buff on it, I guess. I don't love it though. I think for day 1, I'm happy to just play it this way. Hopefully she doesn't have a lot of shields. Sometimes Stell does have a lot of shields on day 1, and it can be pretty difficult to break through that. She does have shield and regen, but I do think we have a little bit more burn than her. She's got more damage than us, though. That's going to be the issue here we run into. And I don't have any regen either, so that's going to be another issue. We have more burn, though. Can we get this kill? Wow, that was incredibly close, honestly. As far as day 1 fights go, that might be one of the closest ones I've had in a very long time. But we made it out alive. Alright. We actually did get another aquatic item. Friend or Ray could be useful with this kind of board too. We could get an Omega Ray and put it next to the Elusa Ray, and we'd actually satisfy the conditions for it that way. Let's see what Kina has to offer. It is looking like a burn angle, that's for sure. Strangely, I am more tempted to buy this over the welding helmet. Normally, it feels like it would be the other way around, but no Omega Ray here. I think I will go ahead and skip on to the next. We do have a friend now, so let's go to Tiny Furry Monster and grab a skill. We could play Induction Aegis with Silver Shielded. Leftmost item is most likely going to be the SMG the whole time, so I'm not super excited about that. That said, you know, we could find a way to put something other than the SMG to the far left. I think I will take the rear shielding for now, though. And I'm going to be kind to my lighter here. Let's just plop this in for now. And we will go on over to the Covetous Thief, perhaps. Wouldn't mind a Shadowed Cloak. Wouldn't mind just the extra money that the Covetous Thief has to offer either. And the crit chance wouldn't hurt either. Extra money is one of the things I said would be nice. Could push our luck and see if we could find another lighter here. Can't really go Jungle Ruins on the later days, so I'm going to try it. Hey, we actually got basically a lighter. Do we get Ignition Core, though? We do. I think that's a pretty obvious choice for us here. Alright. Honestly, pretty happy with how this is turning out so far. Let's go to Andy. Maybe we can find an SMG upgrade here. And I don't mind either of these two items either. I do think I will... Well, Chaff has very interesting infinite potential later on in the run. Especially when you're running such a heavy burn setup like this, it feels like this is a smart thing to pick up. So I'm going to hold on to that as well. And I got to remember to transform that guy. Okay. Maybe I will just keep just the lighter on the left-hand side here. One more item getting scaled is probably worth... It might even have been worth it to just keep all of the burn items to the right-hand side, but I want to make sure that we at least scale once or twice here in this fight. It's going to be enough to do it. So I know the lighter got slowed there towards the end of the fight. Wow, that music kicked in heavy. And it went off 3 times, so it charged this 3 seconds. Probably one of the reasons that it went off twice. So while it's still silver, I might keep the lighter on the left-hand side here, depending on what other items we get. Wow. I love you, Satcom. I love you so very much. You are beautiful. Can we find the other piece to the puzzle here? I am willing to roll to find out. Not quite, but that said, Bomb Squad is quite good. And honestly, I think Micro Dave might be slightly better than Rocket Launcher here as well. With the amount of small items we have going off and charging, it might end up being slightly better than this. I think I'm going to invest in both of these. I'm going to keep Micro Dave in. I'm definitely playing the Zorsid, just not quite yet. I'm gonna grab a skill here. Alright, There's a shielded angle for when we get enchants later. Hopefully we can find something like that. Pretty clear choice to go here and try for the burn enchants.
I have failed you, Storm Queens.
It's either burn enchant, cinders, or cutlass that we're looking for here. Or burn skill, cinders, or cutlass, but you knew what I meant. Alright, we still need one more hour before we can level up here. Let's go with a small item vendor.
The first step you want
One of the things I wanted to grab for sure.
Excellent choice.
So we want to play Zorcid on the board for sure right now. And we could either play Cog or we could play the GPU. The Cog is slightly faster. And we could put it on the left-hand side of the Uzi. I think I'm cool keeping the Cog over buying a GPU here. So we're gonna put the Zorcid in here, and we're gonna put the Cog in here. That should be good enough. Maybe we can even put the lighter over here.
You say old. I say thoroughly.
So I can either get the Zorcid up to 30 damage, the lighter up to 8 burn, Micro Dave down full second, or I can get a silver Satcom so that I can start getting silver friends. We could even get a silver Zorcid out of this. I think for Econ reasons, I am going to go Satcom here. I do need to upgrade Micro Dave as soon as possible, though. And would you look at that? It's a B1, B2. Let's go Micro Dave. This is part of the reason I thought Micro Dave might be a little bit stronger than the rocket launcher. I'm glad to see that might actually end up being the case.
Not to squabble with nobody.
So at 4 seconds, we are hasting the Uzi so that we get pretty quick charge up on our core. And the Zorcid should go relatively quickly. And haste up the blowtorch and the core
Like
as
my
well.
crew says at the bar, another round.
That's an insane pull to get on day 3 on Dooley. With a setup like this. Now imagine we could find Toolbox. Don't think we're really using Piranha, but I mean, it is kind of funny to think that we could run a straight up Vanessa aquatic setup with the items that we currently have. We still have 2 more days before we can go ahead and transform this restorative jellyfish, so there's no way that we can upgrade it right now. It's just going to end up being a bronze enchanted item, but there's still things that we can do with that. I will go with Sylvia for this hour.
Silver is demure.
Yeah, we got 2 friends on the board. We could run Charcoal instead of maybe the Cog. You know? But he is a slower item. I'm gonna skip. Trollosaur could be funny just to use to troll. I think I'm leaning more towards just skipping again, though.
Well, somehow I'll survive.
I was kind of looking for an upgrade for Micro Dave, but maybe we can get it this way. Another Satcom. Probably I'll end up selling that, but we'll see what happens here.
The Blood Reef.
Go Blood Reef Raider. Really going here for ammo stash more than anything, but this is pretty much just a free fight, so I will take it. And Invulnerability Potion I would put on the board over Cog as well, 100%. Okay, that's a 3-second item, honestly. It's not bad. I might even put that in over the Cog. It does only have 6 ammo, but it will charge up Microdave pretty decently. We did get another fight.
Alive is inefficient. I can fix that.
You know, a Hexa has solar farm, and that is a solid choice.
Your settings
Buy a
are
Hexa.
incompatible with the Hexa software.
Oh my goodness. What is this run? I think I'm good to get rid of Bomb Squad now, but that said, I'm thinking I don't need 2 of these SATCOMs, so I'm gonna pick up the Solar Farm. Gold Solar Farm, day 4. Zorsid, day 3. Got a blowtorch and a lighter. And I could go quick ignition, too. We can do better than quick ignition, though, right? Surely. I think I will go with party here, simply because we have a friend generator, and we've got some other friends as well that we could upgrade, and each time we do that, it will give us a extra burn on everything. So these are other friends that we could use. DJ Robot's basically like smaller friend-based solar farm.
Yeah, if that doesn't work out for you, come back.
I'm going to buy Copper Ed here. Reason being, it's another friend for the party that we could upgrade later on. Okay, so here's the thing with Solar Farm. If I was to play it now, the board would look pretty weird. The reason for that is just that we don't have enough burn triggers to really keep Solar Farm going that quickly. We could take out Revolver, I guess, and put in Induction Aegis. Or we could put in the Blowtorch and keep the Uzi over here. I'm not opposed to that either, honestly. This still speeds up the ignition core pretty dramatically. And we have the haste on both of the most important ones, with 3 burn items to the right of the core. This should be just fine. It's also important to note that we dropped all of our shield items with this setup, other than the Induction Aegis, so we're not going to have a ton of defense, but we do still have the regen coming in now from the Solar Farm. We got a lot more burn than this guy does, we'll say that much. Now that I'm thinking about it, Chaff would actually be pretty good with the 2 skills that we have too. How much burn did this guy do? 18 and 130 shield. But these guys went off a decent amount. Yeah, Chaff might actually be worth. What are these pulls? Burn equal to this item's damage. So, we can't really upgrade this guy's damage. 55, huh? Once this gets upgraded at level 7, I think it will be worth it to put Chaff next to Ignition Core, but for now, this should be just fine. Let's go health and shield items.
Try my best.
I think Pyrocarbon's a bit overkill with the amount of haste we already have on the board. I'm mainly looking for Chaff here. We can find it. I'm going to ditch the Dragon Whelp. Sorry. Sorry, Dragon Whelp enjoyers.
Size dilutes the brain.
I am looking for friend upgrades. Am I willing to buy one more friend, knowing that party or the fight is right around the corner? Just for party? I think no. Mainly looking for upgrades to the friends I already have.
I understand. Class isn't for
Swarm, stay.
And here, even though there are a good amount of friends from the final fight there, I'm going to look for a ticket, because a ticket would drastically improve my chances of taking this to a 10 win. Solar Farm kind of needs a ticket, because you're looking for either the Blaze Howl Warden or any of the enchantment items that just enchant one of your items extra. This may sound surprising to you, but having 2 enchantments is better than having 1. I am going to go with a silver tier loot item here, and it's so hard to know what to part with, but I guess it's going to be Ed. I could throw the B away, but that is a solid transform option after the next day. I'm going to buff up the Zorsid this time around.
Welcome to Gig.
And I'll go Valpak for the possibility of upgrading a friend.
That one's on sale. Buy
There it is.
200, get one free.
Alright, so I don't think it's going to be very likely to find bronze friends at this point, so I'm going to ditch that one. And I'll roll one more time just to see what we can get. Yeah, I will take a gold friend every single day. Why not? I forgot we had another hour in this fight, or in this day, rather. Let's go small tool. This is tech as well, right? And so is this. Yeah, no shot we're using flintstones today. Unfortunate. Alright, on the next day, I can transform this jellyfish, finally. Maybe we can get something to use out of that. This doesn't seem too bad. He is scaling up his damage on that flail pretty hard.
I could see you're going places, but I'm
Alright.
chasing you.
Yeah, this shielded more than the other one was shielding. The only difference is we burn slightly less than we would if we had the induction Aegis in. And we are taking out one more item that's scaling off of the, not induction, ignition core. Hey, Wallace is back. We have 2 of them now. I only need 1 of those. We will go to Ina. Dare I buy another friend?
Use that.
Sure.
Good.
It's a party in here. What can I say? Launchpad for burn is awesome, but we're relying less on friends and more on just straight up burning. I guess we could take out a solar farm and play that and just rely on Zorsid's self-charging skill. Be able to cast this a bunch. But I think I'm good with Solar Farm. I'm going to try to play through Solar Farm today. And if you missed the live stream the other day, we did do a run with that
What have you got?
welding
Wish
torch
it was something else? Maybe it is.
item that was medium in that last shop. It was really, really good.
Your reality is
But I did it super
fragile.
recently, so I'm not
So,
super interested in doing
now
it again right now. Flintstones. Now again, you take out some of these tech items and maybe you can play Flintstones, but for right now, not super interested, thank you very much. Let's go to Zookeeper. Zookeeper has a couple of burn upgrades, and you could also get the Toxic Friendship skill from him, which could help if we end up getting Toxic Flame, which is one of the best burn and poison scaling items in the game.
You are by far my worst audience.
Skills in the game, I should say, not items. One of the best skills in the game for scaling up burn and poison. I will go ahead and upgrade my core here. I'm gonna sell this here. I know I could sell it for more at Barcoon, but we're gonna go Mountain Pass. What would I want out of this fight? I probably don't really want too much, but if I got a powder keg, I would consider playing that. I don't think I'm playing grenade though. And I could go to Sterling just for a guaranteed friend upgrade.
I was quite the rogue.
So I think I will do that. Let's go with the spider. Just because this might still be pretty playable later on. I mean, right now it's pretty playable. We could play it here, but I do like the shield a bit better than the slow. We don't really have another incentive to be slowing right now, so I'm gonna stick with this.
I may be young,
And we're gonna just
but
hope
I've
that the
seen my
gold
share of
core can
storms.
carry us this day as well. It's got the Gorgon freeze skills, so we need to apply a good amount of burn in a quick fashion here. Okay, we got the haste off. We got 100 burn on him. Got 40 regen. Looking like we're doing just fine.
Defeat does not defeat me.
Solar farm's looking real good right now. Have I lost yet? I don't think I have. Where was this run in the tournament, man?
Why doesn't
I'll go gold tier skills here.
we Sphinxians must work together?
Yeah, honestly, let's go with some freeze.
Skills quickly, but it takes patience to master.
More CC in a build that's almost purely offense is always going to be a good thing. I would run Pet Rock if this build wasn't so dependent on this Zorcid going off, so I think I will just trash the Pet Rock.
I would never
Let's go
debate
Andy.
players by haggling. Ugh.
Fiber optics could be decent. We could ditch the blowtorch for fiber optics, I guess. Fiber optics would make it so that every time SMG goes off, lighter goes off. Which helps speed up solar farm a bit. That said, every 2 times lighter or SMG goes off with blowtorch on the board, it is, yeah, it is scaling this as well. I think it's hard to drop this just because of the fact that it's scaling it. Maybe I should grab this just in case, though. I'll test it out for this next fight. We have even more friends here. Alright, I will be ditching a couple of things here. I know Dave's a friend. I could try to upgrade more, but
I think that's
I'm going to take these 2 friends instead of that 1 friend for an even greater chance at an upgrade later on for party. We haven't gotten too much value out of it yet. Dare I look for
Nothing
scrap metal
tiny,
on day
nothing
7? I
huge.
dare.
All about moderation.
Dino saddle. I need to make some space for whatever happens next, but I will buy the Dino saddle.
I want you
Again,
to
Thermal Lance, great, awesome. I see potential in this though. Ghost Pepper.
The hottest of the flavor elemental. It's spicy!
Alrighty. What can we get going with this?
Oh, fine! Put some mayonnaise on your food!
Give Gimme that. Okay. Not what I wanted to see. Alright, let's give this one more shot.
You relied. Did it really change? Or did you misremember?
Okay, I mean, if I toss this Hamlet, I could probably upgrade this and try to transform it again or something. That's not the end of the world. That's actually great. Should have tested this fiber optics in that last fight. This is actually really good because now at the start of the fight we are charging the solar farm 2 seconds and the Zorset 1 second. So that is a huge pickup. Valley
When
Fever.
we're done here, stop by my shop for a tune-up.
Man, could Mountain Pass get any better as a node? It's so good. It's like very, very hard not to take that every time. That was a big freeze right there.
Was it a faulty differential?
Yeah, we kept him from starting that aerial turret in time to really make a difference. By the time it started, we already had a decent amount of shield and regen. Liquid cooled is very good. Silver tier loot, silver tier item, silver tier tool. I will go with a loot item. Oh, does that screw us? Did we not have the space? Okay, we still got it. We still got the dragon whelp. Got another dragon whelp, man. Imagine this with damage scaling and the dino saddle on it. It could be so good.
The smaller the portions, the finer the meal.
Any friends to upgrade? No, just new friends. I will
Diamonds come
take
in
this
small.
and hold on to it.
Make deals, not war.
I think one of the main problems we're running into is a lot of the items that we have are actually not dually items. You know, we've got 1, 2, 3 here. Then we've got another one here. So the party idea is not really working out super great for us. I could take Omega Ray for even more scaling. I'm kind of at a loss for where it would go. I could replace Chaff with it, I guess. I do like the idea that this protects me from item destruction a little bit. So I think I'll skip on the Omega Ray today. Ah, screw it. I'll buy it. Why not? Oh. Well, there's a reason why not. Dino Saddle. I want to see if I can do shenanigans with you, but I want to keep this even more. And therefore, I will trash my dinosaur that I have with it. 20 regen and 2 haste is a lot more than 10 regen and 1 haste. Don't get it twisted. The skill here would be amazing. I'm just going to go for the money, and this skill's pretty good too, so can't complain with pretty much any of the rewards here. If I got a slow potion or the incense, you know, those are the worst of the bunch for sure, but not too shabby, not too shabby. Bing. If only that was the reagent. Okay. Let's take a relax node here. And I'm going to actually just go ahead and bump up the SMG here. I've been noticing that we've been running out of ammo with it. So this should help us keep on scaling into the later parts of the fight. Ooh, Diamond Synthetics is really good. using. He's just spamming freeze and poison, it seems like. But no defense. Oh, I see why he's spamming poison. Snowstorm. Got it. Yeah, that's quite strong. Okay. I see the idea. With rigged, deadly eye, decent amount of crit. Yeah. It's getting 80 regen off of that too. Not bad. Hallelujah, baby. Well. Couldn't get more perfect than this now, could it? Now, if only I knew what was going off the most. I imagine the lighter and the ignition core are at a pretty similar cast time now. Could also go chaff, but I'd rather go with one of the items that is scaling. Damn, if only I hadn't tossed that dino saddle, man. This could have been insane. I think I kind of have to go ignition core here. Only reason is that it's getting charged and the lighter isn't. I guess I could have put... Yeah, I guess I could have put the fiber optics in for that. I don't care about Orly.
If I don't have what you need, I'll help you find who does.
I'm looking for that dino saddle again.
You might try JJ's shop. Real friendly guy.
I will go... At this point, transforming doesn't seem super important. And because we didn't hit the burn enchant or the expedition on this day, I will probably just be running the Omega Ray instead of Chaff. Now, should I drop the blowtorch for the fiber optics now? I don't know. It's I'll try it. It's kind of excessive though. Power sander. Let's go with... I don't think there's too much that I really want out of any of these fights in particular. Roaming Isle has a few friends, I guess. He's also got a tropical island, which could be pretty good to have in the bag. We've only got a couple more days here if we can continue this win streak, though. I think this is the second time I've found Obsidian out of the level 10 upgrades this season. I mean, we have a restorative enchant in the backpack. I might as well. Day late, dollar short, Aerodome. I'm not really looking for any other large items, but I guess I will go Aerodrome just to look to see what we've got here. Who do we want to visit? We've got a Stell item. Guess we'll go Stell.
It's not cheap running a shop in the Tower District. But where
Shiny
else can we get a
medium.
pad?
Well, isn't that an option?
Yes, I know you're going to use that against me. No, I didn't sabotage it.
Yeah, this just feels excessive. I'm gonna put the blowtorch back in. And I'll try to see if I can transform this at some point. Let's go with... Let's go with a small items vendor. Either Omega Ray or SMG would be really good here.
Window shoppers.
Decent option. Decent option.
My
Alright, Torm.
people live in peace.
You're getting pretty favorable matchups in terms of skill level as well. It's got sharp corners and the guardian skill here. This is going to be pretty strong, I can tell already. That yo-yo is bussin'. Oh yeah, that's our first loss right there. So yeah, this is going off just the same amount as the lighter would have. So I guess we could have put the obsidian on the lighter. There's not much of a difference. Crit skills, we don't really have any crit other than this 10% here. We could go weapon skills for the obsidian core. I'll go dually here. 10 freezes. Ah, searing flames. Okay, that's more burn scaling. Especially with solar farm, searing flames is pretty good. Not playing narwhal. Go with the freebie here. Ooh, Dualtron mainframe. Charge a core 2 seconds every time you use a friend, and haste a large item 2 seconds every time you use a friend. It's an interesting one for sure.
Nothing is what it's. Change it? Me? It was already like that.
Shiny Z sword. .4, 2.7 times 3 multicast on it. Trash Titan for the possible juggler pull. Yeah, this is going off pretty fast. It's just not a ton of burn. I'm like, I don't know why, but I'm expecting more burn out of this than there actually is. It almost feels like I should just be playing the blowtorch over here too. Yeah, either that or like all of this stuff needs to be to the left of the core, which I just don't really vibe with super hard.
The Bazaar's a crazy
Go
place, right?
JJ. Again, we are finding all these items that have good scaling burn when they scale up their damage.
Take your time.
We're not finding the items that scale the damage. We got Dino Saddle again. Let's go with this. Let's go Dino Saddle, and maybe if we, since we have to go to the next day, I should say, we can Mega Ray, Blowtorch, or Z Sword. I think I'm gonna keep the Z Sword in.
Just toss that
Buy
on
this
back.
and the extra tool. And I will hold on to this for the next day. Alright.
I should warn you, I'm not like other Jabalians.
What can we do here? Ah, that's spooky. It's basically an infinite shorts. Actually, it just is an infinite shorts, so we're definitely dead here.
No harm.
What a goofy combo this is, isn't it? It's just a two item combo that infinites itself. I'll go loot again, even though we just keep getting medkits and nothing to use them on, because we got rid of our small item there.
Yataria? The dunes? Where shall we start?
Radiant crude tools. shiny welding helmet, flare gun plus the dino saddle plus a thrusters combo would go pretty hard on obsidian ignition core. That would drop it down to a 3-second timer at diamond once we get the scrap metal to work. The other option that we have is to take this shiny welding helmet because it's a 4-second burn, 2 burn casts. You could put that here instead of the Z sword, and it would be marginally faster, I think. So it's 4 casts every 8 as opposed to 3 casts every 7, so it is marginally faster. The upgrade hammer is pretty lame. I don't think I'm going to take the upgrade hammer. But yeah, this flare gun idea is tempting to me.
The Cretaceous era?
I really want to see if I can find those thrusters.
Don't have
Let's
scales.
go Kevs.
I can forge some for you.
Hoping for some tech here that wasn't the cost of the moon. Honestly, I think I'm done with these items as well. I will keep the fiber optics around because it would be really good with this idea. This idea here. And I guess I'll buy 1 tech item here. It's pretty costly, but I've got the money right now, so I can't be too stingy with it. So we start off with the burn. We're freezing the soul enough that we got through that fight. We got the soul, huh? I mean, maybe if we had Bunker instead of Dino Saddle, I could play this, but the current setup,
People first.
not really. Oh, there it is. There it is. Guys, we found it. We found the thing. Okay, no more Soul of the District. We want to figure out how to make this work now. So we need to try to get this guy completed. We only need 1 tool or tech item now at this point to make it work. Let's just make sure we don't sell anything by accident. Let's only make sure that the stuff that we're buying is going on to the left of the bag here. This is just a cheaper tech than this is. That said, it would be pretty funny to copy a fiber optic, wouldn't it? We can't quite fit it with what I wanted to do, but man, it's almost like we should just be doing this on the far left. Oh no, because we also need the fiber optics on the board for that too, so it wouldn't work. Okay, that's fine. We can go here. And I guess we'll just put this guy over. Ooh, no, we need the ignition core on the far left as well. Man, there's a lot to think about right now. I guess the other option would be we drop all of this stuff. Oh wow, actually this could be quite good. Hold on. So instead we could 3D print the flare gun and then we'd have 4 reduced seconds. So we wouldn't even need to get this diamond. We could just 3D print the flare gun at 5 seconds and then this would be a 1-second cast time. Is it better than this though? We only have 10 ammo in this, so there's part of me that thinks yes, it is better. If we're copying the flare gun, we don't need the ignition core to be diamond. But I think I will still make it diamond because it scales better that way. Let's try this out for the next fight, and then we can see if we want to change anything up after that.
Kev does good work.
And I'll upgrade the 3D printer for now as well, just so we have that as an option going forward. It's gonna look weird, but if we can survive to 4 seconds, then we're gonna be casting this thing a lot. Wowza. I mean, it's dependent on whether or not we fight a opponent that lets us get to that spot, but it seems pretty good. The only downside to this being over here is that none of these charge up the core. We're getting, you know, 8 more charges of the core if we go here, which I feel like we kind of do need to be able to scale into the later parts of the game. So maybe I will just stick with this. But I also want to test out the other board. I will go liquid cooled here, just because either way, the core freezing is a really good thing for us. And this might end up leveling me up a second time. I think I'll go Tortuga here. Get a gold Zorcid, I guess. That goes mighty fast, doesn't it? Interesting.
I've been watching your progress. At last, here you are.
Ah, okay. Now that changes things. If I take knife tricks here,
Today, but there is so much more.
I'd love to fight a monster. Yes, nice. We get to test this out.
The thieves.
That's awesome.
Don't allow tourists or witnesses. You ever thought about joining the guild?
So this should charge this 8 seconds every time it happens. I don't know whether this is faster than the other one, because the other one just drops it to 1 second immediately. But I have to imagine that once this gets down past 2 seconds, that this is stronger. It's tricky to say, though, honestly. These are all good options to be putting in this board. Like, I don't really have a solid answer for what's the best.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish.
Can we find an SMG upgrade? Oh, wow. Yes, we can.
Then come back and tell me.
I guess I'll go loot here. Okay, so the question here is, and I believe this is our last day. I'm not sure if we still actually have our extra life or not. I really don't know. Is this better? If it is, first of all, we want to be doing this because the Uzi will charge it up for the first cast, 2 seconds, which means this is a 2-second 3D printer, and then this should be the rightmost item at that point. If not, it's this, and we are moving this stuff over here so that it becomes a 1 second item, and then all this other stuff charges it as well. It just becomes a 1 second item the second 4 seconds happens. So I'm going to try the fiber optics angle for this one. Let's see what we got here. Alright, he's got dinosaurs, so that's kind of a bummer. Hopefully the amount of burn that we're applying is going to be enough. Yeah, we don't need 5. We actually, you know, believe it or not, we don't need that thrusters after this, and we don't need 4 of our fiber optics to make Obsidian Ignition Core go off a million bajillion times. So no matter what he ate there, as long as it wasn't the SMG, we were probably okay. What an interesting board, man. So how many times did that go? It should have gone off a few times each time Uzi went off, right? Yeah, I mean, it went off 12 times, with this going off 3 times. So this, every time this went off, the ignition core went off 4 times. So yeah, maybe just making it 1 second with the flare guns would have been better. But then you have to account for start time. Like, this guy might have been able to use Dinosaur if I was running the other setup. You never know. And this just basically full board lockdown them. Wow, guys, if you enjoyed that build and that run, please make sure to drop a sub on the channel if you're new here. Post every single day, Bazaar content. Try to keep it fresh. This is something I haven't done before. Super interesting, super fun board. Go ahead and hit a little screenshot on that. All right. Well, we're still super early on in our lifespan here on YouTube. Every single sub and every single interaction with the channel helps out a bunch. So big shout out to every single one of you who stick around to the end of the videos to listen to me ramble and open up some chests. Be sure to drop a comment down below. Have you ever had a build quite like that before? That was a fun one. Lots of pivots. We started with solar farm and ended with a 3D printer that was pretty out of control. All right. That's gonna do it for us here today. Thank you guys very much again for watching until the end. If you did, big shout out, big shout out. I'll see you tomorrow on Vanessa.
Ships and drink grog.
Bye bye.
And I'm all